I've been holding back on making vlogs lately because honestly, I felt like that my life hasn't been all that interesting. I don't do nothing here, no fancy content, no nothing, no big adventures, just me sitting here filling out job applications and feeding the dogs and making shorts, which I do on my phone. I thought, like who the hell wants to see any of that? And but it was my wife who reminded me that it's not what I'm doing, but why I'm doing what I'm doing that matters, and that's what you show up for. So this is me showing up, making do with the best of what I got, and sometimes life isn't exciting, but that's the grind, you know. But if you're still here with me, it means that you're part of the journey, and I'm grateful for that. Let's get on with the vlog. For years, I carried pain that I thought would define me forever. But it wasn't until I started healing that I realized something incredible. That my purpose was hidden in my struggles. In this video, I'm going to tell you how healing my trauma helped me find my purpose and how it might be able to do the same for you. So if that sounds interesting to you, have a seat because we're going to talk about that today. Growing up, I felt invisible, unheard, broken, like I never fit in anywhere I went. I felt like an outsider, no matter where I was. I was told I was a nobody, and for a long time, I believed it. And that came from somebody who I knew loved me. And that belief shaped so much of who I thought I was and who I wasn't. One day I realized that the pain wasn't going to go away on its own, so I had to face it. And when I did, something surprising happened. The more I worked through it, the more I saw strength, and I didn't even know that I had. So I love to tell you that I know the moment the light bulb went off that said, you know what, I want to be uh help for those that need it. Like when did I say that I wanted to, I don't know. I don't know when that light bulb went off. In my mind, I've been like this all my life, and I had decided. All I know is that I decided at some point the light bulb went off that said, you know what I experienced and the things that I've gone through and the things that I've witnessed, this shit sucks, and I want to make it to a point. I want to get to a point where I can help those just like me who feel like I feel, who are lost and alone and just want like a life preserver, to hang on to figure out until they figure out things, on their own. And I have felt like that for so long. Like life, like the good thing and the bad thing about life is that it keeps moving, and it moves fast. So if you don't get a grasp of it, like you can lose it quick. You know what I mean? Like you can be taking advantage of it. You can lose your life. You can like some bad things can happen. So I wanted to be that kind of lifeline and say, hold on, dude. Like let me get you on your feet. Let me mentally help you heal and grow from this point forward so that you can accomplish the things that you need to accomplish and or that you want to accomplish. And that was the goal at that point, that I wanted to do that. Like it made it my life's mission, and I just had to figure out how was it that I was gonna go about doing it. Now that I didn't know because I had never done anything like this before. But at that point, that was like I made that decision years ago. Yeah, man. Like I don't want nobody to feel like this. This shit blows. And if you feel like this, and this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel, dude, because I know what that shit feels like. And you're not alone from this point on. You can contact me. I have my threads linked in the description below. You can contact me in my threads, and I'll be here. We can talk at any time that you need somebody to talk to, and just listen. Real stuff though, I want to be there for those that need me, and if you take advantage of my time and pull me away from somebody that could you really use my help, that's not cool. So let's not do that. Like if you got real life situations and you need some help, find me in the comments and in the description below, and we can do that. And my light just died. The important thing is that the more I healed, the more I realized that my experiences weren't just scars. They were lessons. They taught me how to empathize and how to connect and how to lift others out of their own pain. And that's when I knew. That's when I had an idea, actually. I knew when I started piecing other things together on top of it, when I started realizing that all my life I was into certain things. Like I would always read up, I would always read things on like the human behavior and how the mind works. And I would always pride myself. Like when I tell you a short funny story. When I was younger in my clubbing days, like when I was able to go out, when I was younger, like I would always have such a bad time because I would never. I used to always tell myself I don't like big crowds. So when I would go clubbing or whatever, I would always feel uncomfortable because there was always a lot of people going on. And I would like sit somewhere with my back against the wall and I would just watch people. And what I realized is that, that trait of watching people, like I've learned how people react. I learned that, it taught me during those times, it taught me like things like you can't rationalize with an emotional person. If somebody's feeling emotional about whatever it is that they're feeling, you can't rationalize. That's not the point to rationalize with them because they feel what it is that they feel. Do you understand what I'm saying? So during those times, I learned, it's funny that like it ruined those times because I was so focused on people watching that in the end, it became something that helped me be who I am as a coach and as a mentor because your pain doesn't define you. It shapes you. If you've been through struggles, I want you to think, what has your pain taught you? And how can you use that lesson to help yourself or somebody else? Share it with me in the comments. I'd love to hear your story, man. Healing isn't easy, and it doesn't happen overnight. But every small step you take brings you closer to the person that you were meant to be. My journey taught me that we're all stronger than what we think. And so are you. It's not where you start. It's where you finish.